In my opinion, this Texans wide receiver group is the best we've ever had in franchise history. Starting with D-Hop, man. We already know what D-Hop is. D-Hop is the best wide receiver in the league. I don't care about Antonio Brown. I don't care about Julio Jones. Take away their quarterback and see what they do. Nothing. DeAndre Hopkins is the best wide receiver in the league. He has great route running abilities. He high points the ball. Best hands in the league, and it's not even close. And he's got some of that toe drag swag. So we already know what D-Hop brings. D-Hop is our number one receiver, and he is the best wide receiver. But at the 2 spot, opposite DeAndre Hopkins, we have Will Fuller. And a lot of people, or I say the Texans fan base is kind of split on Will Fuller. Half of them like him, half of them hate him. But Will Fuller is the perfect complement to DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins is that go up and get a jump ball, beat you by route running receiver. Will Fuller is the guy that's gonna burn you. Yeah, Will Fuller might not always have a huge game. He only had them with Deshaun Watson, but again, Antonio Brown sucks without Big Ben. So there isn't many receivers that are good without their quarterback. The only ones I can really think of is D-Hop and Larry Fitzgerald, off the top of my head. But again, Will Fuller is a perfect complement to DeAndre Hopkins. Will Fuller stretches the field. He keeps the safeties playing further back. He eats up a 10-yard cushion like nothing. Will Fuller, even if he doesn't get the ball in his hands, the impact of Will Fuller on the field is just crazy. Because, for example, safeties have to respect Will Fuller's speed. So, say if there's a single high safety, the safety's obviously going to cheat towards Will Fuller's side. Therefore, D-Hop will be one-on-one on the other side. Or if there's 2 safety back there covering, they're going to play a little bit further back, therefore opening up the middle of the field for the tight ends for a pass to Lamar Miller or D-Hop. Like, Will Fuller's impact is just more than his stat sheet. That's why Will Fuller is really important. He's the perfect wide receiver to complement DeAndre Hopkins. Now, if we didn't have DeAndre Hopkins, if Will Fuller was alone, I'd understand the argument, of Will Fuller being that one, because Will Fuller's hands sometimes are an issue. But again, he had 7 touchdowns in 4 games with Deshaun Watson. Will Fuller's a playmaker, and he has a huge impact on the field, which goes further than just yards and touchdowns and receptions. Next we have Bruce Ellington. I love Bruce Ellington, man. He was a great, I think we picked him up in the preseason. He was a great preseason pickup, and we brought him back for 1 more year, and rightfully so. I mean, he's a good route runner. He catches the ball well. He was doing pretty good. I'd say decent with Deshaun Watson. I think he's probably the best slot receiver we've ever had. And it's good to bring him back. The only issue with him is injuries. Throughout his whole career, he's had injury problems, so odds are he's going to get hurt again. But the Texans prepared for this. Why? In the 4th round, the Texans drafted Kiki Coutee, wide receiver out of Texas Tech. And Kiki Coutee, I think he could legitimately beat out Bruce Ellington for that slot receiver spot from day one. And if he doesn't, again, Ellington will probably get hurt at some point during the season, and Coutee will take his spot, and he's going to take it and run with it. Coutee, he was a slot receiver for Texas Tech, and he was really good. He can return kicks, so he brings some special teams contribution to the team. And if you really need him to, he can play outside, but I'd prefer to keep him in the slot for right now. So pretty much your top 4 receivers, man. You got D-Hop, Will Fuller, and you got 2 legitimate slot receivers. 2. So if anything gets hurt, you got Coty. And I think Coty is going to be really good for the Texans. And then we got Braxton Miller. A lot of people seem to think because we drafted Kiki Coty, it's the end of Braxton Miller. I completely disagree with that. Look, I was never a fan of Braxton Miller because Braxton Miller hadn't done anything at all. But there was a 3-game span last season before he got hurt. I think it was, I want to say it was Baltimore. No, Arizona, Baltimore, and Tennessee. That 3-game span, Miller was actually getting open, actually catching passes. And keep in mind, this is from Tom Savage, not Deshaun Watson. So we still haven't seen him what he can do with Deshaun Watson. So Braxton Miller was looking like he was finally turning a corner. So Braxton Miller is definitely getting a chance, at least this year, to prove himself. Braxton Miller is not getting cut. He's going to have a chance to go show something this upcoming season. From what I saw last season before he got hurt, Braxton Miller, he can actually be really good. In fact, we have Bruce Ellington only under contract for 1 more year. So in my opinion, I think they stay with this wide receiver core this year and they let Ellington walk. And since Braxton Miller has 2 years left on his contract, they'll hold on to him instead of Bruce Ellington. So those are pretty much the 5, the 5 main guys, guys that you'll probably see out there on the field more. I think these guys are pretty much guaranteed to make the roster like 100%, except maybe Braxton Miller. I say Braxton has like a 75% chance to make the team. But other than that, the other 4, they're locks. They're going to make the team. Now, we do have 3 other receivers that I kind of do want to talk about. I'm pretty sure some people are going to ask about them if I didn't talk about them. And first off, we have Sammy Coates. Sammy Coates was picked up off the waiver wire from Cleveland. Like, I want to say it was before free agency or during free agency. Sammy Coates he's okay. I mean, he's like a good or a decent bottom of the roster wide receiver. But I think drafting Kiki Coty just straight up pushes Coates out, because Kiki Coty is a special teamer. I mean, so is Sammy Coates, but Coty is younger. We have him for contract under 4 years. So I think Sammy Coates there's no way Sammy Coates makes the team, in my opinion. Then there's Chris Thompson. I think Chris Thompson makes the team. I think he has like I'd say a 60% chance of making the team. I really like Chris Thompson, not for what he brings like on offense, but for what he brings on special teams. Chris Thompson is a good special teamer. If you remember last season, he was the guy that was always down there on punts and kickoffs. He didn't make the tackle most of the time, but he disrupted the play, and I think that's really important. I think we need more people that can like fly down the field. On special teams, we already have one on our roster, which is Chris Thompson, so keep him and see if he can contribute to special teams next season, because we got to get the special teams fixed. And the last guy I want to talk about, Vincent Smith, wide receiver. This guy is out of Limestone, a smaller college. He was picked up after the draft, undrafted free agent. I think this guy has a really good shot of making the team. Why? If you look out at our wide receivers, we got D-Hop, Will Fuller, Bruce Ellington, Kiki Coty, and Braxton Miller. 3 of those guys are strictly slot receivers, or I think they should strictly be slot receivers. 2 of them, Will Fuller and D-Hop, they're outside receivers. Will Fuller has had an injury history. Will Fuller is getting to the point where you could consider him injury prone. So say Will Fuller gets hurt next season, God forbid. Who do you throw out there? Like who do you put opposite D-Hop? You'd be playing a player out of position there, because Kiki Coty could develop into an outside receiver, but he's a better slot receiver. That'd be a waste of time. And Bruce Ellington, same thing. Braxton belongs in the slot. Vincent Smith is 6'2", 200 pounds, runs a 4.36, good hands. He just needs to polish his route running. I think Vincent Smith can legitimately make the team just because we need someone behind D-Hop and Will Fuller on the outside receiver position. I do think Vincent Smith has the best chance out of any undrafted receivers of ours to make the team, just strictly based on his measurables and his speed. I'm not sure if it was Brian Gain or Bill O'Brien that said they wanted to get faster. And Vincent Smith, 4.36 at 6'2". Yeah, that's pretty fast. And 200 pounds. So like Will Fuller, for example, I think he runs a 4.32. He's 6 foot tall, but like 180 pounds. So this guy is slightly slower than Will Fuller, but he has a bigger build. So I think that's really important. In case Fuller goes down, we could throw him out there, and he could take over that Will Fuller role. So these are pretty much the 8 wide receivers I really want to talk about. Everyone else, I honestly don't really think they have a chance of making the team. These are the guys that I could see sticking around besides Sammy Coates. So these 7 guys I could see making the team, but I highly doubt we carry 7 wide receivers. So it's really going to be tough. 5 guys I think are safe. D-Hop, Fuller, Ellington, Cote, Miller. Those guys, in my opinion, they're safe. There might be one more open spot for either Vincent Smith or Chris Thompson. Who do I want? I don't know. That's tough. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.